There is a lot happening today and a lot of emotions. Um, Today with Kavanaugh and what's happening, if you're not in this country and don't understand, I don't even want to get into that part, but I'm sure you've heard about it. And for survivors of sexual abuse, there's a lot of stuff being brought up and a lot of stuff going on. And what it's bringing up for me is all the ways that my voice was held down and held back. I feel very blessed, I have to say. I feel very lucky, very blessed and lucky that I chose to, for whatever reason, and I've said this before, speak up about it, for pulling my sister aside, whom obviously I trusted more than anything to tell her what happened, for my mom sensing that there was something wrong, and so her eavesdropping on our conversation, to my mom calling the police, to the police coming over, to my mom and my dad and all of us going down to the location where this person usually spent time, and to my sister pointing him out, to the arrest of him, to the going to the court, to the showing up, to asking a 7-year-old girl to go on a court stand and stand in front of her abuser and point out what he's wearing, to having to say my address out loud, and every word and every number, fearful that he was memorizing it and was going to come after me, to having to drive by the jail where he was for years, wondering how many more years he had before he was going to come get me. Every moment, every day of my life, I felt silenced in a way. Even though I had my voice to speak up, there was no one to really speak to it about. You see, no one knew how to deal with it. My family, whether there was trust and love and belief there, no one wanted to talk about it because it made others uncomfortable. I didn't know how to talk about it, but it was something within me that I needed to. So as soon as I had the words and as soon as I had the emotional support of myself, as soon as I had Oprah back then when she talked about it, I spoke about it. And I refuse for any of us to continue to be silenced by it. And this is not a political thing for me at all. This is simply about the belief of somebody and somebodies, for allowing them to stand up and speak, for not diminishing them, for not brushing it under the rug, for simply allowing the voice to be heard, to be looked into, to not immediately shush it away because it doesn't fit right into your pretty little box. We all have voices, and unfortunately there's 1 in every 3 people, women, who will be abused. And there's not that many people talking about it, but more than ever people are now. And I just want to encourage you that wherever you are on your journey, if you're someone that's stuck and can't speak up, I love you. And in your own time and in your own way, and in the silence of phone calls to government people, in the privacy of your own home, for phone calls to hotlines, to anything to support, to help, to lift, to move, to allow us to no longer be brushed under the rug. And for any of you who have not been through this, I ask that you just listen and you support and you lift up and you allow us our voice. But whether you allow us or not, we will continue to speak. We will not be brushed under the rug.